Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Automation with Arnab. I am Arnab. So today we will discuss about the second part of the Selenium automation. Okay, in my last video I have discussed about that how Selenium works and how you can start your automation journey with Selenium. And just to mention here that here in the Selenium tutorial video I am using JavaScript as a language because in these current days JavaScript is becoming very popular from last 2-3 years. Okay, and so many people they are try to do the automation. And also if you see the actual APM Selenium APM videos from the developers who develop this one, the Selenium and APM, they are also giving the demo on JavaScript actually. Okay, so that's why I thought that if I can make a tutorial video on JavaScript, I think it will be helpful for people. Okay, so so let's start with the second part of that tutorial. Okay, so today I will discuss. So I am mentioning here that I'm just following the Selenium documentation. So based on their documentation, I'll just follow. Okay, I'll make the tutorial video. I'm not making a tutorial video just like that. Okay, this will be the first part, this will be the second part. I'm just going by the documentation. Okay, so in the documentation, the next part, in my first part I have already shown you guys that how you guys can start with the automation. Okay, so now in the second part I'll discuss about the next thing, like that what is locator strategies and how you can interact with the elements actually. Okay, what are the methods available in the Selenium so that you can interact with the elements. Okay, so what are locator strategies? So locator is like that, as per the documentation what they are saying, that a locator is a way to identify element on a page. It's an argument passed to the finding element methods. Okay, so when there is a method, I have shown you earlier also. So there is a method driver, the driver object we have declared. With the driver object, if you give a dot and there is a method called named as a find element, so that find element needs some locator. So by which actually locator means the identifier. By that identifier they can identify the element into in the web page. Okay, so that's why this, to identify that one, as per Selenium documentation, there are some strategies are there. Okay, so they are using some strategies. Okay, so there are two kind of locators you can find. One is traditional locators, another is relative locators. So here I will discuss about the traditional locators. Okay, so relative locators are the newest thing. They have introduced this one in for this Selenium 4. Okay, so if the people, most of the people they are using still the Selenium 3. So for that one you cannot use a relative locators. So I will make a separate video that one. And also there is another, I have already make a video with the relative locators, but that one with Java. If anyone want, they can see that video also. I'll give the video link in the video description. Otherwise, if anyone want that how they can implement with the JavaScript, they have to wait for some time. So that I will make a video. Definitely I will make a video, but not right now, after in the later. Okay, so okay, let's discuss about the traditional locators. Okay, so what are the traditional locators available? You can see that there are 8 traditional locators are available. Okay, these are the strategies actually. They have mentioned that Selenium provides support for these 8 traditional locator strategies in WebDriver. Okay, so first starting with the class name. Okay, so this locator you can use the class name. Class name is the CSS class name as a locator strategy. Locates element, what they are mentioning in the description, locates elements whose class name contains the search value. Okay, and also they mention that compound class name are not permitted. Single class name you have to use. Okay, in the tag you are using to write the CSS, people are using HTML tag class called, so that's one we can use here. Next is the CSS selector. Third is the ID. Okay, fourth is name. Fifth is link text. Okay, so when we are in HTML tag, if you can see that anchor tag or a tag element is there, the text for that anchor tag we can use that one. Partial link text. Okay, if the visible text contain the search value. Okay, so but what you can say that there are multiple, a long text is there, but if you can identify the partial of that particular text. Next is there's the tag name, okay, the proper tag name. Last and the most important is that xpath. Okay, so here in this video I'll discuss this, I'll show you guys that how you can create the xpath. Very basic thing, but you guys need a detail. The people who have idea earlier, they know how to write the xpath, but still what I have seen that so many people struggle. That I'm not talking about new people who are new to automation, but who have the experience, they also struggled with write the xpath, because some especially these days where people, the developers, they are the new technologies are there, the Angular and multiple node.js technologies, React is also available, Flutter is there. So in that case, so for the dynamic component it's very difficult to write the xpath. Okay, so definitely I will make a separate video how to write the xpath. Okay, critical xpath. And also if you want, I have already created one xpath, how to create the xpath for APM I have created, not Selenium I haven't created. If you want an idea how to write the complex xpath, they can see that video also, just to get an idea. Okay, I'm not talking that both are same, but they will get an idea. Okay, okay, so let's go to the code right now. Okay, so what I am doing, that I'm just opening. So how you can identify, there is a process that you can directly open the google.com and you can start writing that one. Okay, or I can do that one. Okay, just google.com. So this is google.com, I can directly use this one. Okay, so what I am doing, that first is that I'll come this one later. Okay, first starting with the name. Okay, so name is Q. Let's how you can identify the elements. Right click anywhere in the page, click on the inspect, it will open this panel. Okay, you can identify here, but I am suggesting that go click on this three dot, use this one. Okay, dock in the bottom, so it will helpful to identify the elements. It will easiest process what I have seen that one. Okay, so suppose I want to identify this search box. What you can do, you can, after once you inspect element, click on this one. Okay, select element. Okay, click on this one and click on that element, it will highlight here. Okay, the element, you can say that the name attribute equals to Q. If I want to click or do any operation on that particular element, that search box, I can use this one. Okay, so I can use the name. Okay, so what you have to do, you have to write that driver.find element. You cannot directly write the name, so there is a process. You have to use by class. Okay, this is provided by the Selenium WebDriver. By class is there, by dot. Okay, you can see by dot. Once you write by, that's why in my last video also, here also you can see that I'm not explaining this code, I have already explained in my last video. Okay, so that's why I have declared by. Okay, so by dot name you can use. Okay, by dot name. Name is a method actually. Okay, by is a class, by dot name, then you can say that is a static method. Okay, inside the double quote you can write the name that you have identified. Okay, I think this is clear to everyone. Okay, let's identify another element. Again click here, so it will be highlighted with the blue color. Suppose I want to get this one, this Google search button. So here you can say that name is BTNK, K is the caps. Just double click on this one, copy, and you can paste it there. Okay, next is that class name. Okay, so if I want for this one only, okay, the button, you can use this class name. Okay, this is the class name you can use to do any operations on that particular button. Okay, what are the operation I'll discuss later. Okay, to identify the element you can use that class name. Okay, I have used different class name for GBD. Okay, so how you can find that one? In the dock, place your mouse in the dock, press Ctrl F. Okay, you can, the find bar will come here, you can paste this one. Okay, oh my god, 4 places it has found. First is this one, second is this one. Okay, so here you can see that how many times they have found inside this element, all the elements, this class name. So first is there, it's very difficult to find, that's why I click on the next. So this is the next, this is the previous. Okay, so here it is. So if you place your mouse over that element, it will highlight in the page, the Gmail one. Okay, so this one it will identify. You can, there will a question you will come in your mind that if I try to find with this class name, 4 elements is there, how I can click on that particular element. I'll talk this one later. Okay, how to handle multiple elements once you find multiple elements. Okay, otherwise if you do the find element, it will return the first element. Always it will return the first element, though it has the multiple elements. Okay, next is that CSS. Okay, you can write here. Here also using CSS also there is multiple elements it has found. So this one. Okay, CSS is the same thing. You can CSS is something like that. You can use tag name dot the class name, almost same like the class name. Okay, the CSS one. Okay, you can use this one. You can see the class name here, and the tag what I have used, that a dot mv3, the class name. Okay, or you can from here you can identify CSS, you can use these things. Okay, next is that the link text, that is very important. This CSS and class name I would recommend don't use, try to avoid these things. Okay, next is that the link text. Suppose this store, this is a link text. If you once you hover your mouse, you can see that underline is coming, means that it's the link text. So if you check this one again, I'm using this element locator, click on this one, you can see that one for this one. Yeah, so this is the text store and this is the anchor tag, means we can use this store text because this is a link text. So that's why by.link text store I have used. Partial link text. Okay, so suppose for this about, okay, this is a single word about. Okay, I can use the partial part of that one, though there is no link text with the multiple word, that's why I cannot show you guys. You guys can try with your own. Okay, so I have used the part of the ABO. Okay, and last is not last, second last is that's the tag name. You guys can see that it's already deprecated in Selenium 4. They are, means that they are telling us that don't use this one because tag name is a very fragile thing. Suppose you will find with that a tag name, you can get multiple things. Okay, so many anchor tag is present, so many div is present, so many you can say that if you are going to use any other tag, suppose like that form or input, multiple tag will be there, multiple places it will be there, so it's very difficult to identify with that one. Okay, so that's why try to avoid, they are already deprecated that one in Selenium 4, so try to avoid that one. Okay, last and most important is that the xpath. Okay, how to create xpath. So suppose you don't have any unique thing, suppose like that you don't have any unique CSS, any unique name, any unique class, you don't have any okay, I forgot that ID one to show ID. Okay, suppose you have to click Google search, let's see it has any ID or not. It doesn't have any ID. Okay, let's see if this one has any ID or not. Gmail, it also doesn't have any ID. Okay, so what they are using for ID. Okay, sorry. Okay, let's see any ID is present or not. Okay. No, this one also doesn't have any ID. Oh, ID. Okay, I'll show you guys that just like that name you will find the ID will be there. Okay, I'm not able to find any ID with any uh, element actually, any tag. Okay, so how to create XPath? To XPath, the basic very idea is XPath means the XML path. Okay, the whole path. If you consider this one as a XML from the beginning to the element you want from that one till that one actually. So suppose we have to identify this text box. Okay, and this text box doesn't have any, or you have to click the okay, let's take that you have to click on this Google search button and you don't have any unique, no unique thing. Okay, so how you can create? Okay, so one part is that you can start from the beginning, just like that, from the top beginning, slash html head, not under the head, slash html. Okay, so it is start, XPath will start with the slash. Okay, singles, if you start with a single slash means it will start the absolute XPath from the each and every node you have to write slash html slash body slash this div slash this div. Oh, not under, not this div, it is not there. You can see that if I hovering my mouse with this div, it will show that which one, which portion it will. Okay, if I close this one, here not is there, here, yeah, inside this I have to give the third div. Okay, so it's very difficult to write the code for absolute XPath, and it is not recommended also. Write XPath for relative XPath. So relative XPath will start with the double slash. You can double slash means it will start searching from the beginning. Okay, directly you can give this one, suppose this is a button input. Okay, this one has ID. See, I am feeling lucky, this one has ID. Okay, let's I'm coming to that one later. Okay, so you can directly write input, and if you have anything unique, okay, something, yeah, if you want, okay, I'll talk later, coming later. So I'll write input. Okay, so slash input, 9 places it has been found. Okay, next is that, so how we can use, so we can use this value Google search. Okay, how you can use this one attribute, how you can write the attribute? You have to give this bracket, you have to give @ and you have to write the attribute name value equals to the value, the text. Okay, and this one, sorry. Okay, so with this one also it is finding 2 places where I can see one and another one is, okay, so it's weird. Okay, so 2 places it's able to find. So if you are fine and if you want to click on the second place, so you can use index. Okay, once you complete your writing the XPath, you can give the bracket, you can write number 1 or number 2. Number 2 it is not able to find. Okay, so I'll talk this one later, explain this one in detail later. So you can give index just like this. Okay, so it means that it will consider this one as a whole. Okay, full XPath, that input tag with a value Google search. Okay, attribute value, and the value is for attribute value the whole XPath and the index 2. Okay, so if you can see that only 1 places it will find. You can use this one as a XPath to click on that one, that button, or if you want to interact anything or do anything. Okay, I think I have explained these things. I know a lot of confusion you guys have, the newcomers who are doing he will do this one first time. So I'll suggest them, try to use name, ID, link text, partial link text for time being. And if you can, you can write xpath, simple xpath, just like I show you guys. Okay, or otherwise you have to wait till my next video, okay, where I will explain xpath in detail. Okay, so you guys can see that all these things. So just like that, I have found this one also. I'll show how I have found this one. Okay, so let's show you guys. Okay, sorry, not this one. Okay, I'm just commenting these things. Okay, and running the code. Now I think it's fine. Okay, okay, and now I'm commenting all of these things. This one also. Okay, so now you guys can see that how I have found this one. Okay, I have to click on this accept all button. Okay, as I already shown you guys that just right click any places on your page, or directly you can go to your element, right click on that one, click on inspect. Okay, so you can see that it doesn't have any unique thing, so I have to write xpath for this one. Okay, or we can use this button with the id. Okay, so instead of using the button id, I have write the xpath. Okay, so I have write the xpath purposefully. Okay, so what I have written here, so I'm just copying this one, and I have already shown you guys how you can open this find one. Place your mouse here, in keyboard press Ctrl plus F together, so it will, the find option will come. You can place this your xpath. So what I have did that, I found this button first, and after that inside the button there is another tag is there, div. That's why I have used single slash, so I have to go inside one time. Okay, so that's why I have write the give the slash one time, then I write the tag name. And what this method did, so in xpath we can xpath have some methods, those are called xpath access methods. So many methods are there. Here I'm just explaining the contains methods. Okay, to contains method, it's just like other methods like in javascript, anywhere the method like that method accept the parameters. Okay, so this contains method accept parameters, two parameters. One is the text. This text is also another method which will match the text. Okay, with the second parameter, the text we will pass, those that text should match as a text. Okay, this one, this means the text. For this div, any text is present, text means that this text. Okay, inside a tag open and close, not the attribute level, inside a tag name, if any text is there, the text method, this text method will return that text, this text. Okay, so inside this div, this xpath means that button and then div, if this a text is accept all, comma, the next parameter is the whatever the text we want to search, that text means first text method will return the div text, then it will return, suppose for this one, first for this one it will return text method will return reject all, but we want to find text all, so this should match. It will not match, so it will be failure. For this one it will find, and that's why it is returning that. Okay, this is the element you want to find. I think I have explained this one. I know this is a bit complicated, so that's why I am saying again that I will explain all of these things for related to xpath in my next video. Okay, I'll try to explain. Okay, so this is it. So that's why I'm using this one as a xpath method. So, and there are some methods here. So three more main methods are there. One is click, means that we will click on that particular element. We can write something, okay, for that one. So suppose for this one we can use SendKeys method, okay, SendKeys, okay. To SendKeys, what we can Selenium web driver. So what is this one? This name queue is, once you click on this one, this text box, okay, you can see that this has a name queue, okay. So it will search here, and after that if I want to click on the Google search, this is the, okay, let's try it. It doesn't have any ID. This one has ID, okay. Okay, so if I want to click on this one, I can try to write the xpath, okay. Let's write the xpath, /center /input, okay. If you see here, I can use this attribute also, area label. Let's try to use this one, area label equals to Google search, okay. It also find in two places. This is not the first one, next is this one, okay. And also then again I have to use the index 2. Await find element. It will accept the by object, that's why dot by dot xpath. It's a double quote, I'm keeping the xpath. And next is that click, okay. Okay, I'm placing this one here. So I'm not doing any operation with these elements, that class name, css, linked is what I'm just checking that they are able to find or not, okay. Let's try to run this code. You guys can see that it's passed the value. Click on that one, it search everything, okay. So it all passed, there is nothing is there, no error, okay. Next is that, okay, another method is that's clear. If you are using that clear method, so if anything is present in your text box, it will clear that one. That's it. That's the purpose of that method. You guys can write that one, or you guys can find in the Selenium documentation. Interaction, under interaction, okay. Click, SendKeys, clear. These are the three main methods. Submit is to submit a form. So it's they are saying that okay, where it is, yeah, in Selenium 4 this is no longer implemented with the separate endpoint and the function by executing a script. As such, it is recommended not to use this method and to click the applicable submission form. But button is there, you can click on that button, you don't have to submit that form, right? So they are slowly they will deprecate this method, okay. I think they have already deprecated. Let's see if you have option or not. That no, method is still there, but slowly I think they will deprecate this one, okay. And another one is that is purposefully, that is for to select for the drop down, okay. This video, if I try to discuss here, it will get very lengthy, so you guys will lose your patience. So that's why obviously for this one also I'll make a separate video for this one, okay. So subscribe my channel and be with me. I need also your guys support of you guys, okay. So show your support, subscribe my channel. If you like my video, share with others. You also like this video, do a comment, okay. So I'll keep making video, okay. Okay, so let's come back to the point, okay. Next is that you guys can see that what is this, okay. As I already mentioned and show you guys that with any locator strategies, you guys can find multiple things, multiple elements in a page. How to handle those things? Okay, so there is a method find elements. This will also accept the same thing, the by object. So you have to give the by dot whatever you want, tag name or xpath name, partial link, blah blah blah. So and this find elements method will return the list of the element list. Okay, just keep in mind it will return the list of the elements. So I am capturing the all the lists here, all the elements here. I am giving the variable name as anchor elements. Okay, and I am iterating over the elements. Okay, so this is the process to write the loop in JavaScript. Okay, let you can guys can give any name. I can give element here. I can write element of the elements, the list variable. Okay, and inside the for loop I am printing in the console. This is the way to print value in console in JavaScript, console.log. and what I am doing that there is a method in Selenium to get text. Okay, element for any element. If you find any element dot get text, that's the method. Okay, so it will return the text. So what I am doing that I am finding all the anchor tags with the tag name, and whatever the text for that anchor tag is present, I'll print for all the element. That's why I'm writing here. So I'm explaining again. If you have idea on how to write loops and what is loops, so I'll not discuss here what is loops. So I'm just discussing the syntax a little bit. So for you have to write give the variable let to write the variable. Okay, this is a keyword, the variable of the list variable. Inside the curly braces you can do your operation, you can write your code to do for each of the element of that list. Okay, I am printing here. So that's why for to print you have to write the code for console.log inside the bracket. What I am doing, I'm printing the text whatever the this is the method from Selenium. Okay, element, this variable name, or I can give any variable name. Okay, let's say anchor tag element. Okay, and dot get text. So it will print all the each of the element text. Okay, so already you guys can see that all the elements it has been printed. Okay, so many things are there. You guys can see that. Okay, let's clear oh sorry, let's run this code again and show you one thing. Okay, so many things are there, you guys can see that. Okay, so let's start from the beginning. Okay, so here try to find with the anchor tag. Okay, go to inspect element here, control F, search anchor tag. So many things are there, 125. Sign in, this is also anchor tag, right? No, this is not anchor tag. Okay, so many things, you guys can see that. Sign in, videos, images, news, books, means these things. Okay, here also I think so many things it's finding so many things. Okay, all the elements with the anchor tag. You can see that this one it has been found. Selenium WebDriver tutorial with example browser stack, this one with the browser stack guide, this one also. Okay, so you guys can see that so many things are there, it has been found. Okay, so quick recap. Here we have discussed about locator strategies of the traditional locator strategies of Selenium, okay, and basic 3 interaction methods. So you guys can try at your home. Okay, a quick task I can give you. Okay, open any website, just like the, not Google. Okay, try to open Airbnb. Okay, I think, okay, no, Airbnb will be a bit difficult for you guys right now. um, Open Amazon.com. Okay, try to find something, click, try to click on any element if you are, or try to click on any element. Okay, try to use all the locators I have discussed here, all the 8 locator strategies. Try to use. Okay, try to use find elements. Okay, with different thing. No, I have used here tag name as an example. You can use with xpath, you can try to use with class name, try to use with names. Okay, let's see that how, what is will your what outcome is coming. Okay, and if you are facing any challenges to do this thing, to execute, to write the code using these things, do a comment. Okay, I'll try to explain, I'll try to resolve your queries. Okay, thank you for this one, and if you like this video, again, please share with others, like this video, and please subscribe my channel also. Thank you.